welcome to the season finale of the Unreliable Narrator.
Yeah!
And we are going out with a bang.
Or with a mental breakdown.
With a mental breakdown and with a feature-length episode.
Yay! We've made it to
of
the
the Unreliable Narrator. We had to do something special for episode 10, the final episode, and I hope did it feel special to you all?
It felt like an absolute traumatic experience.
Oh, I had the total
Special
opposite.
as well.
I was like, oh, I need to prepare time for this, and I was like, oh no, I need to do it now because I've got this on tomorrow and whatnot. And I just went into the conservatory, and I was like, this was actually. I got out, and I was like, I didn't feel that bad.
There was a definite void between, and you'll see when you watch them, those who were just really enjoying doing it and those who found it unpleasant. But yeah, I mean, I thoroughly enjoyed watching it. I enjoyed doing it. It was a lot of fun. So I think, sod it. Let's not.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's not talk.
Not delay the inevitable.
Let's just watch how this started and acknowledge that yes, mine was longer than any others, but it's the finale, it's allowed. But then watch how everyone else's gets not just longer by their own standards, but longer by short film standards.
I'm available for the Oscars 2021. I'm just saying.
Speak for themselves. Hello.
Jeez, the cut's quite distressing.
What makes it slightly worse, of course, is that you've got all of these costumes labelled and put in their rightful place, and you can just go back and get them. I've improvised a lot of what I've worn, and then it's gone somewhere else. So to try and drag it all out again was a labour of love.
It's good old Ali back.
Oh.
I've missed this voice.
I love her.
I don't mind Ali.
I wonder if she knew.
Why, who did you mind?
This guy. Birmingham.
Oh, Alan.
We
Birmingham.
didn't have a finale without Birmingham.
It's like you've got very tiny arms.
She's a bit of a raptor, is Maple.
We first started, when I started the video, I had one piece of each costume, but I had it all on. So, like, I had 3 jackets on, the hat, and the hat on. I thought you meant, like, one character wearing all of, like, one.
Exactly what I thought, Joe. But I thought, I'm not going to put it on just in case I'm wrong.
Oh, God.
4.5 minutes.
That's
So
not bad.
yeah, about 2 minutes longer than my usual.
Yes.
2 mere minutes longer than the usual.
Long gone are the days when I was told mine were long because they were 4.5 minutes.
Yep, those are distant, happy memories. How did we all find the costuming before we leap into seeing everyone else's?
Well, I, like Paulie, started with just like a pile of one from each character around me and saw the one before me, and they'd done a lot more effort with their costumes. So I had a mad run around between watching it and doing mine to make my pile bigger. Because I was like, the pliers with the cavity is just not going to cut it.
I had things which appeared, I had it all really neatly put out per kind of in, items of clothing over the chair and props on the table and everything. And then I forgot that some people appear in things. Once I was throwing things behind me and I thought, no, I need the hat again. And was see things flying as I tried to find the hat and all manner of things. I didn't have a wagon wheel, sadly.
Yeah, no, certain specific details are gone. But what I told the suspect this time was just they needed one item, at least one item from every person there'd been so far. And I was hoping that was vague enough that people might think, oh, I'm just supposed to be wearing them all at once, so that then blind panic would set in when you watched the video before. So I'm pleased it worked. So that extravaganza was sent to Joe.
Yay!
Yay!
And I was immediately delighted with the results, because I thought this is one that could go either way. People are either just going to hate it and be just rallying against it, or going with it in the spirit that it was intended. Guess which Joe did?
Oh my lord, okay. brain is going to explode.
A lot of twitching. Look at those eyes.
Hello, Inspector No Idea here.
Yeah, no idea is just me. I agree.
That's fair. No idea is basically just me.
Yeah.
8 of the best amateur schools she could possibly find. She just launched a new
Technically
book.
9.
She said something about there
Including
being a
No
big,
Idea.
big secret that she was going to
Details. That's not what I said. That's what he said.
Yeah.
rest.
That was seamless transition.
That was seamless.
And I was having a good time. And I was a bit
I do not achieve that.
I feel like it's a very pat your head, rub your tummy satchel skill set to be able to change costume and change accent at the same time. One I do not have.
Now, what I had mine laid out in order.
I did that.
So I could tell.
go back.
Oh, so as you watched it, you put them out. Oh,
Yeah.
clever sausages.
However,
Yeah, I
by
did
the
the same.
time it reaches me, it's not in the same order as Mike delivered it in.
Ah.
The best part about it is my Turner and Basil are the same
Oh,
costume.
Exactly the same. Pick up a whisk.
All you do is pick up a whisk.
Because I wore the same things.
Oh no!
Oh, here she is.
The glasses are back.
Yes!
Yay!
Yes.
Yeah!
Well done, Joe.
Yes, top line.
I was really scared that I'd miss somebody out.
You seemed convinced you'd missed someone.
I was. I couldn't count all the characters. It really scared me.
I like to think you went to bed that night just saying, Ian McGandalf, turn a page,
So, you know,
and just repeating them in your
you don't
sleep.
have a clue how
Yes, Joe.
So you can imagine my delight upon receiving that.
A valiant, brilliant job.
Smooth, effective changes. 95% of the story retold, I
Excellent
think.
accents.
Excellent accents.
Yeah.
The word
Beautiful.
Birmingham said
The
multiple
word
times.
Birmingham. Yeah, absolutely.
It was everything you wanted.
Live makeup.
Like,
A lot of
honestly,
silly hats.
I wish I took the photo of me with that blue beanie on in an luminous jacket with 2 pairs of glasses, a fake mustache. I had and a whisk and the lampshade balanced on top. When I was sat there and I pressed start and immediately just paused the video and went, I can't do this. I've clearly read the whole thing wrong. I need to
I was
sort
wondering if your
some
parents had
costume.
walked in at that point and you've just gone, yes, I realise I've just graduated with a degree in performance.
It's not what it looks like.
There's not much I can say about that other than it was a pretty much flawless performance and pretty much flawless recall.
Timing?
Almost irritating. Yours was about 8 minutes, I think.
That's
8
about,
minutes.
yeah, 8 minutes.
So it's already
Double.
nearly doubled in length. Now watch what happens.
Okay, in my
But
defense...
doubling in length is an average timing for a normal video.
Yeah,
So-
from mine
yeah.
to the next one, doubling
Yeah.
isn't unreasonable. For it then to continue doubling
Yeah.
becomes an issue.
Now, in my defense, I did message Joe after I done mine because all I said was, had a breakdown, everyone's Cornish.
I'm
So,
very excited.
Enjoy as
for
I
this.
forget how to do any accent, including American.
Yeah, from these incredibly strong accents and seamless changes, it went to Lex. I'm not going to say anything. I think we're just going to watch.
Hello there, folks. I'm an inspector, detective.
Oh, she stood up.
And I'm here to tell
Oh,
you
yeah.
Oh yeah,
This
I'm
is
in
the first
business.
standing mystery.
There's
I love
genuine
that little
Now, I fast forward, but what you don't get during this is the tune that Lex hummed during it to try and cover the changes.
It was the Tetris theme, essentially.
It was nowhere near the Tetris theme. You were just going do 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 do.
I'm already quite flustered. Do you think this had been sped up, actually, watching it?
No, this is the speed. You did it.
It's the wool, I think, that's giving you the Cornish accent. Blame the jumper.
I'm not sure the frame rate can keep up with Lexi.
No.
But then, hello everybody.
Whoa!
My name is
Oh.
Hazel Dressing. Hazel. And I'm here talking with
Basil,
Wait,
I know you're doing this now then.
Put it down with 2 hands, you're holding it there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so funny.
The hair is already like out here.
Fully French.
Oh, I forgot Miss Maple went homeless. Like,
Yeah.
She was well wrapped up for a cold evening at a manor house.
It was ballroom.
Did it went really?
When did she become the feed the birds lady?
Yeah.
Yes, Lexi.
Oh, that's fab. Yeah, that's fab.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
That was a good one.
Oh,
I forgot the very important thing the dentist told me.
Prudy was gonna put a bit in the book.
Mania has set in.
Yeah, I thought that was genuine. You'd put it on like double speed there watching it.
No, that was all 9.5 minutes.
I only added a minute on to Joe's. That's
To be
not
fair,
bad.
you only added a minute,
Yeah.
which is pretty damn good considering where we're about to go now.
Yeah, had a breakdown. Everyone's Cornish.
Yeah, there were some interesting characters in there. Again, excellent costuming,
Thank you.
Yeah.
but uniquely accented characters
Yep.
who've certainly never spoken like that before.
Correct.
But otherwise, pretty fluid. I mean, there was quite a lot of vamping, I would say, as some of those characters.
What?
But a lot of the information made it through.
Yes, I
In
think I remember
our
nearly
game,
everything Joe
Michael,
told
you
me.
know this.
Certainly at this point, all of the witnesses were still at least in the correct couples.
Excellent.
Mm.
Seb!
Oh, he looked shamed.
Oh,
Before we even start watching, was it a case of you just knew who all the people were, so therefore, well, I'll just do them in the order that they come out?
I genuinely can't remember.
Well, let's relive those memories.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you may have had a mental breakdown that you were telling Joe about afterwards. I think I just stopped functioning mentally afterwards. It wasn't so much that crazy things happened. It's just like nothing really happened, and yeah. Well, entropy happened, I think.
Yes.
Hello, internet sleuths.
You look Swedish.
Inspector Noah Dare here.
No, it's a very cool no idea in a
Yeah.
leather jacket.
It is in fact a Batman jacket that I got.
I thought that was the Batman symbol.
If you speak with Turner, then he'll.
What I love though is,
Yeah.
because obviously that's not what happened, but I love how, with absolute credibility, you justify why these two were discussing.
Talking to that nice Ian fellow for
Like, it didn't even occur that that wasn't the order that
some script.
things were originally. You just sold it.
He's such a well-known and.
It's the scriptwriter and the actor talking together. Of course it is.
Oh, logical.
You would have more
But I'm curious,
and realistic.
because that's such a good justification. Had you
in conversation?
did-
So there was really,
did you feel that that was correct and that you were just justifying it, or did you know that you couldn't remember the order, so therefore just found one that would make sense?
which was odd because we're.
I want to say the former, and that was sort of what I latched onto because I believed it. But I could probably tell you in all honesty, my brain tried to justify a connection
Yeah.
and came up with something.
Shed some light on it though.
Just leans out shot.
Yeah, I love the Goodbye, everybody.
Oh, it only gets worse.
Yeah, this becomes a running theme.
Who are you?
God.
Possibly psychic.
Who's psychic?
Miss Maypole,
Maypole.
apparently.
I think I confused her with sarcophagus.
Maypole. Look at her.
I don't remember you wearing this for the last one when you did Maple.
I've basically become a fashionable terrorist somehow. I'm not sure how.
How I know.
Here's some baking words.
This is the classic. This is the classic. I have a paragraph of a reveal, and I need to say this one piece of information, and I've just got to get there. I'm gonna find my way there.
I love watching Seb vamp around to get to a line when we do a mystery.
I also love the fact that his vamps made it through.
They're amazing.
Probably in my head more prominently than what
Yep.
I'm supposed to know.
If we've learned anything from this series, it's that the vampy nonsense. What sticks?
I love that in the original, there is not a hint that anything untoward or questionable was happening. That's all this now becomes.
Yeah.
About them hooking up in the bathroom.
In Seb's as well, everyone loves each other. Like everyone's having a great time, sharing recipes and talking about hobbies.
It's a lovely party.
Having a grand old evening.
I think I just sort of had in the back of my mind, in our murder mysteries, someone's always shagging someone else.
Make it sexy.
So it must be Doug.
Yeah, of course it's Doug in...
Phil McCavity.
Well, I mean, I had them going to the toilet together from my plot point and ran with it. Well, more like dropped it, crushed it, and then kicked it forward. But
Not to worry, Seb, because I caught it. I was really upset at this point.
Oh, did we miss Ellie?
At this point, the video ended. However, Seb sent through 2 videos, so I've attached the second video as part of the first. Continue watching.
It was Ali.
You lampshade!
A sterling effort from Seb there to write a completely new mystery for everyone.
Oh,
Amazing.
God. I don't think anything was
credited with the
safe.
writer in something.
The only thing that was accurate, ironically, was that Doug and Phil went to the bathroom together.
Yes. Yes.
The whole thing, mate.
Yeah.
And Trudy even died.
Trudy
Yeah.
died, and she was stabbed. That was it.
Wow.
Okay.
But thoroughly entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
Welcome, everyone. Oh,
I
that was
do
so
love a
much
good
worse watching it back. So much worse. I got flashbacks as I was watching it. It was
Yeah.
awful.
Well, I loved it because the thing was, you didn't seem to doubt yourself in any of it, which was why I was genuinely wondering, why I was looking forward to watching it back with you, to see whether you knew that you were just making this all up.
Oh yes, no. That whole thing was. I was like, whatever plot points I remembered, I would have tried to weave in. But whatever I wove, I wanted it to be, in character what they would say.
Yeah.
So
Well,
it was.
It was all very characterful, just not especially accurate.
No.
But
But isn't that
nevertheless,
what real life is all about?
absolutely.
That's what they really wanted, detective witness statements retelling.
Mhm.
Yeah. Especially when it's all about, well, which character has an alibi? Well, however, nevertheless, an excellent retelling, and also quite lengthy. That one was, I think, how long was that one?
About 12
About
minutes.
12 minutes.
About
something like
12. I think.
that.
It
Yeah.
worries me that I've just seen that there's 28 minutes left and just me and Alice to go.
Yeah.
Genuinely, when I got this, I thought that we were like pretty close to the beginning.
Oh.
Oh.
So I had no idea that I was last. But now I know that anything that I retold was utter rubbish.
God,
Been
imagine
there,
if you had
Polly.
been second and
Been
we're
there.
following that length.
Yeah, I did presume Seb was quite near the beginning.
Well, what's funny is
Yeah,
now Alice has almost perfect recall. So that story that Seb just made up is now going to be repeated almost ad nauseum.
So what you're saying is I'm memorable even though I'm wrong.
Yeah, which is the best way to be.
Exactly.
See, as I was watching you do this, Alice, I was like, oh my God, that's what we're doing. So I started in front of me, like putting bits out in front of me, like, oh, that'll work for him and I can use that for her.
Right, now this is where the Seb technique kicks in of just going.
Rolling.
It looks like other people's hands.
It does look like
We love you, Turner. We love you. Just had a bit of a rough
Can we just
night.
compare the Miss Maple so far, where we've had you in the turban, me in the multiple scarves and tea cozy, Joe in the terrifying tea cozy and blanket. Seb, what did you wear for Maple?
Triple
the
terrace.
Oh gosh, yes. And then this very chic French version. She runs the gambit.
It's me, Doug for gold. Going into the bathroom with cavity, but there was nothing untoward.
It's a lovely summer hat that Doug for Gold has.
Isn't it?
Mm.
Looks less Amish from that angle.
Murdered. No.
What?
Miss Maple was murdered.
Murdered.
That whole sentence was a disaster.
Forgot me.
Shade!
Oh, that was such side eye.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shade!
Anne was upset.
Bye.
What a sign off!
Well done, Alice.
What a sign off!
Ow.
I am struggling.
Yeah. Those were frantic eyes by the end. That.
Yeah, I mean, lots to enjoy. Again, everything Seb said, and then some.
Did it have Alexi to it?
Yeah, there was.
When in
there
doubt,
was
add flavor
lots
text.
of lovely notes. There was lots of lovely voices. So that Behemoth was sent to Polly.
Yay.
Got the
You
privilege of
sent it
last.
to me. I looked at the file and it was 801 megabytes.
Before we go into it, how did you find it, Paulie?
Well, you know, I got to be honest. This week, I've been a busy week, so I was kind of putting it off. You'd sent it to me, I think, on Tuesday, and like in my head, I'd made it into this like thing. I was like, that's going to be really. It's like, you know, I've got to put aside time for it. So I was kind of stressing about it, and I'd went to the practice room and got a few things from my other kind of costumes and whatnot, because I presumed, like Joe, that it was going to be like some sort of like make up a crazy character. And then so I was so close to putting it all on, and I thought, no, I'll put everything on the floor, and then if I need to put it on quickly, I can do it. And then I started watching Alice's, and I was like, oh wow, oh, okay, all right, let's just have some fun with it. So I honestly didn't think I was last, because as per usual, Alice comes across incredibly knowledgeable, even if it's like not the right things to know. So I didn't stress about it. I just kind of like whatever came up, I did.
Yep.
I think I forgot a few characters or I got confused, but I just made what I had there work.
Well, it is a joy to watch. However, I must put out, I don't even know what to call it, a nightmare warning, because there is one bit of this that is so horrible. It
Oh,
will
no,
scar
don't-
you.
I think I know what it is. I think
It's,
Yeah.
I'm not
if
gonna
it's
say
anything to
anymore.
do with that horrible match.
Yeah,
It's the gold, isn't it?
yeah.
Oh
Viewer
no.
discretion is advised because it was horrible last time. This time,
It's worse stripped down.
genuinely, this time, you know that scene in Silence of the Lambs where Hannibal takes someone else's face and wears it? It's that, but in a Santa hat.
It's far too a fleshy look. Like it's, I know it's supposed to be
Okay.
like a face, but it looks like.
However, you've got time to prepare yourself because this is the longest one yet, and it's quite a bit in. So steel yourselves now, sit back, relax, and
Get the
enjoy
popcorn.
Paulie's magnificent retelling of the Hidden Whodunnit Hullabaloo.
Oh yes.
Oh, look at it!
Oh, he looks a bit ill.
So I don't know why. I think it's the way you've got your glasses on, but it really reminds me of Richard Griffiths.
Yes, yes. Because for some reason I said to you afterwards, I was like, what was the one that was like Boris Johnson? And I went back and looked at it. It was Rod Fisher. But I had the hair. I just didn't use it for.
I really feel like I'm watching a children's show
Yeah.
with all these presenters, and they're all talking to me very quietly.
I enjoyed how there is the running theme between all of Boy's characters are when you're biding time, you go, yes!
It's to allow the grey matter to sort of try and congeal together.
Trudy.
There's so much subtext in every one of Paulie's characters.
There's so little text!
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Really?
it's all subtext.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Look at the mouth and look at the eyes.
I haven't watched this back yet, and it is truly worrying.
Oh, oh God.
I don't like it.
Oh, it's my tiny eyes!
No,
Don't do that!
No,
What are you doing? What is this? Oh. Having seen that and seeing Doug, I can't imagine a world where those two characters would end up in a round together. Oh,
That's because everyone runs screaming from Doug.
I mean,
Yeah.
oh my word.
My favourite thing is Paulie's created all these characters, and any of them have said is, I don't know what happened. Ask them. Yeah, this is full Mickey Mouse.
Oh dear Lord. Watching this back, I feel that someone could send this to someone who worries about me. They would section me immediately.
I mean, it was a horror, it was a comedy,
Yeah,
it
there
was
was
a...
children's program. There was a bit of everything there.
Oh,
Yeah.
one thing for everyone.
I'm speechless.
Yeah, I'm speechless.
I got to say that, like, it was probably, I enjoyed that one probably more than any of the other ones, just because it was so sporadically nuts,
Yep.
That you knew going into it you were going to have to do something silly. So it didn't really matter as much about remembering the information.
Yeah. Well,
Which
it's just
usually
got time enough for
stresses
you.
me out.
There wasn't any
you know,
left.
usually I'm like, oh God, I've got to try and remember it so that other people remember it. Whereas, like, I genuinely felt that Alice had sort of went, I have no idea why any of these characters, what happened, like, what they were doing apart from having conversations. So it didn't really put, like, there wasn't anything in there that I felt like, oh, I need to remember that.
No,
Yeah,
that was deceptive of you, because that was essentially what I threw at you. Yeah.
I mean, that was what I was anticipating was going to happen this week, which is you all get the idea of, all the suspects are going to speak. Therefore, as long as you're being all of them, it almost doesn't matter what they're saying. Just, it's going to be fun to be all these people. The mystery itself isn't especially hard. Speaking of which, obviously don't reveal if you think you've got the who you think it might be, but let's do the usual go around and find out who has a theory. So it started with Joe. Have you got a theory who might have done it and killed Trudy?
I think I have two. One I think is quite, yeah, I'll probably go with that one. The other one is ludicrous and probably not the answer, but I'm going to say it anyway.
Excellent. So good. A selection of theories. Lex?
Yes, I have a theory.
Excellent. Good positivity. Seb?
Yes, I do not have a theory.
Perfect. Alice? Are you saying the brand new story you received didn't have clue pigeons in it?
I just really struggled to.
Yep.
Down.
And finally, Paulie. I mean, clearly it was Doug when because he was wearing Trudy's face.
Doug is
Definitely Doug. Doug was actually Trudy.
Oh, good twist.
I mean, the clues are there.
Yeah.
So, some of our theories have a suspect, most of them don't. But how about you at home? It's the last one. Try and go out with a bang. See if you can figure out who killed Trudy Detective. There are lots of suspects, but as with all of our mysteries, there is only one person that could have done it. See if you can spot the clue pigeons and figure out who it was. If you figure it out, leave us a comment. As always, like, share the video, and get your friends to join in. Try and beat them. And we will see you again later this week
The final one
for the final solution
of season 1.
and find out who killed True Detective. So, Lex, have you got an amusing sign-off?
I only just thought of it as is the case.
Hmm.
Can you solve Hullabaloo Done It?
Oh, wow.
So,
Very well done.
thank you for watching, and see if you can solve Hullabaloo Done It.
Yay!
Yay!
And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.